Today we'll be discussing about HTML. You might have done about this in your previous classes. Here, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext Markup Language. Now, what is this? This is a language, first of all, and this computer language is in the form of a markup. That means you tell the tags that you have to start from here, you have to end here, and so on. Hypertext is the text which travels online. Okay. So in order to do this language, you need two parts. First of all, you need a text editor. Okay. Text editor could be a notepad. It could be a notepad++. Okay, I'll be telling you about this notepad++ later on. And you need one browser, a web browser, okay? Okay. Now, web browser could be an Internet Explorer. It could be a Google Chrome. It could be a Mozilla Firefox. These web browsers you can use. Okay, so we were talking about hypertext markup language, and in order to do hypertext markup language, HTML, you need two things: the text editor, where you'll be writing your code, and you need a web browser where the things or your sites will be displayed. So basically what we are going to do today, we are going to create a web page. Just as you have a notebook and you have pages in that, in a similar fashion, you have a website which acts like a notebook, and it contains pages which we call as web pages. Okay, and web pages are pages of a website as a whole. So if you combine web pages together, you get a website. Okay, so what we are going to do today, we are going to build up a web page which we can later on use in a website. Okay, so let's talk about the text editor Notepad. Right now I'm typing in a notepad. You will be much familiar with this, right? Then you need a web browser, Internet Explorer, everybody will be having in the Windows. You could have been working with Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, that's up to you. So one text editor you need and one web browser you need. Okay. All right, so let's start. So in HTML, the hypertext markup language, let's discuss what we want, what we need. We need, first of all, some knowledge, the basic knowledge about HTML. Now, since this is a markup language, you need to work with tags. Okay, and what are tags? Anything which I write in these angle brackets, we call them angle brackets. Okay, this, all right, whatever you write in between this, that will act as a tag. Okay, for example, I write HTML. Now HTML is a tag, all right? And since I told you that this is a markup language, you need to tell it that here it is that we have to start and it's here that we have to end. So now this is an HTML tag, and if I have to write the ending of an HTML tag, I'll be putting a slash in the beginning like so, okay? And then this would indicate that this HTML has ended here. Some people even call it HTML on tag, and this one as off tag because it marks the ending. All right, you can also call it as a start tag and this one as an end tag. Okay, start tag or on tag and off tag or ending tag. All right, so let's begin. Now, it's not that there's only one tag in this, there are many tags in this. Okay, we'll be discussing them one by one. All right, now these tags, they are of two types. Okay, number one, you have a container tags. Container tag, the one example which I gave you, HTML tag, see this? This is the starting tag and this is the ending tag. So you have a space in between, right? Here you have a space, or you can say here we have a space, right? So this starting and ending definitely contains something. You can type in something, right? So because it contains something, it's called as a container tag. All right. So this is one example of a container tag. All right. Similarly, next one is an empty tag. Empty tags are those tags which do not have a starting and an ending. Okay, they just start. That's it. Okay. For example, if you want to draw a horizontal line, for example, on a web page, then you'll be using a tag BR. Okay, BR means a line break. Okay, whatever you write after this tag will be written on the next line. So that's why it's called a line break tag. Okay. Now how to write this? A BR tag. Now you can notice that there is no ending BR tag. Okay. And according to the new conventions, what you have is that if you have an empty tag, that's backslash which I showed you here. Sorry, a slash which I showed you here. You have to put it here at the end, like so. Okay, this is according to the new convention. But even if you don't follow that, still it is valid. Okay, fine. All right, let's begin with the coding part. Now, every HTML document has a structure. Okay, we learn now how to create our first web page. Each HTML document has a structure, okay? And we need to follow that structure, all right? So I told you about tags, you remember? So let's start with the tag. So this will be the basic structure. So whenever you'll be creating a new web page, you'll be writing this structure first and then thinking about something else, okay? Let's start. So this is the structure, the basic structure of an HTML document. We write HTML and HTML end, right? So that means that whatever we'll be writing in between these two tags, HTML start and HTML end. All right. In between HTML, there are two parts. One is a head section, so head start and head end. And one is a body section, right? Body starts and body ends. So from here we can make out that, okay, HTML is also a container tag. Similarly, this head is a container tag. As you can see, the starting and the ending tag. Similarly, body tag is also a container tag. All right. Now, what do we write in head? We write the title and title start and title end. Right? You can write it like this, and you can write here something. Or if you don't like this, then you can again drop it down and write here something, right? Okay. Inside the body, now let me show you one example. Here, you can see this thing, new tab written at the top. This new tab is the title. So whatever you write here in this title will be written here in place of the new tab. Okay. And you can see this white portion here where this Google is written. This is known as the body section. Whatever you will be writing in this body start and body end, that will be appearing here in this white portion. Okay? I repeat it again. Whatever you write in this title will be displayed over here in this, wherever this new tab is written. And whatever you write in this body section, it will be written here in this white portion. Okay. Now, let's take an example. I just write here title of the document. Okay, and in the body section, I write this is the body section. All right, now let's see. What we do now, we click on File and we click on Save. And do pay attention now, okay? Now, whenever we save, you need to pick up a location first of all. For example, I have this PC, and then I choose any drive, let it be a D drive, and I can create a folder here and write here HTML, right? It could be any folder, whatever you want to name it, okay? And you can see this thing down here, save as type. He's saying text document and all files. Here in the file name, you can type in first.html. See what I'm doing? I'm writing first as the name of a file, and after dot I'm writing HTML. Right? So your extension of the file, the first thing before this dot is known as a period, okay? This dot is known as a period. Whatever you write before the dot is known as the primary name or primary file name. Whatever you write after the dot, it's known as an extension. Okay, so let's see. So I have first.html. This means that first is the primary name and HTML is the extension. Now your extension could be HTM or it could be HTML. Okay. And I want to stress it here that you want to write this HTML. Okay. If you don't write HTML, it will be saved as the text document I showed you just now. It will be saved as a text document, and text documents do not run on the web. Okay. So it should be something .html, like I'm writing first.html. Okay. So I have a D drive here. And inside D drive, I have a folder called HTML. Inside HTML folder, I'm keeping this file first.html, and I'm clicking on the save button. Okay, click on save button, and you can see here at the top, this thing is known as the title bar of the document. Okay, in this title bar, you can see this first. Okay, so this first is the name of a file. Then let's move on to our web browser. In this, the Windows Explorer. In this Windows Explorer, we go to D drive. We know our name of the folder. We go to D drive. We have our folder HTML. And this is the first.html file. He's writing a Microsoft Edge HTML document. I told you about Internet Explorer, right? It comes by default with the Windows, and now its name has been changed to Microsoft Edge, right? And this is the symbol E. Okay, so you double click this, or you can right click and click on Open with Google Chrome. And here we go. See, this here is the name of the file. This one is the name of the file or path of the file. D drive HTML folder, and then first.html document. Okay. And I told you that if you type anything in between the title start and the title end, it will be displayed here at the top. See here. And whatever you type here in the body section, it will be displayed here in this white part. Okay, clear till here? Alright, so I hope you have followed till here. I repeat it again. We start with HTML, start and end. In HTML, there are two parts, head start and head end, first one. Second is the body start, body end. Whatever you write in the title will be displayed in the title of the HTML document. Whatever you write here will be displayed in the body section of the document. Let's move on further. Now I will be, if I want to add something in here, I'll be typing it after this, right? And then I need to go here and refresh it. Let me show you how. Suppose I want to add something. This is another line, right? After doing this, you can see here in the title bar, before this first word, you see this asterisk symbol, right? Asterisk symbol means that this is not saved yet, okay? So you press Ctrl S for save, or you can go to File and click on Save button from here, right? So see that asterisk symbol has gone from here. So that means that this file is saved. Now you need to go there to your web browser and press F5, or you can press this button. It's saying reload the page. click in this, and you can see this is another line. If you find that you need to go from here and there again and again, what you need to do is you can click and drag it from the title bar and drag it to the right edge of the screen so that it covers the half. Then he's asking on the left hand side that which other file you need to place on the left hand side. So you click on this first notepad file, this one. Now it's easier for us to type in something here and see the output there on the web browser on the right hand side. Okay, see, I show you how. This is the second line, right? You can see this asterisk sign, so we press Ctrl S, or you can click on File and then Save. And you come to the right hand side now and press F5 and see this line has been added here, right? I hope you have followed, children.